Preseason game tomorrow against the Super Bowl champion Eagles. Sheduer had a promising debut last weekend, so this feels a little bit like a setback, but our Chris Canty thinks it could be a blessing in disguise. CC?
Starting the season as QB1 as a rookie might not be ideal. When you think about it, they're at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. Then they got a string of 5 straight playoff teams. Not a soft place to land if you're Sheduer Sanders. And the fact that this does give everybody a chance to chill out with the expectations, I think it could be a good thing for Sheduer in the long run.
D. Wood, do you agree with Canty?
No, I do not. Like, missing time as a 4th-string, 5th-round draft pick is never a good thing. Like, I understand where Chris Canty is coming from this standpoint. Like, it's easier to go from Joe Flacco to Sheduer than start out with Sheduer, and then he struggles, then you move on because you risk losing the young man as far as confidence is concerned. But at the end of the day, he's still the 4th-string quarterback on the depth chart for the Cleveland Browns. And so any day that you miss is an opportunity for someone else to capitalize on that. Dylan Gabriel is coming back from injury. What if Dylan Gabriel goes out there and plays well? Dylan Gabriel was the 3rd-round pick. He got picked 2 rounds higher than Sheduer Sanders. And so when you're missing time in the preseason and you're already splitting up snaps with 3 other quarterbacks, that is not a good thing.
Totally agree. We were just looking at that footage, Graz, and Sheduer Sanders played really well last week. Hard stop. He played some of these throws he made, these 2 touchdown passes, those are layered NFL throws. He led the nation in completion percentage, and he's showing a reason why. This injury is awful because it's interrupting the momentum. You guys know we are in the ultimate meritocracy. He earned more reps this week. He probably would have played more, and it's really too bad. I totally disagree with Chris Canty relative to how it could have played out. I'm not saying he would have started opening day, but obviously he's going to be on the team. But just in terms of where he is on the depth chart, this injury is a setback.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like Canty had almost as good a chance to start week 1 as Sheduer for the Browns based on the way things have gone. But, I mean, when he gets hurt at this time of camp, what does that mean for him?
Well, I mean, we keep saying he's a 5th-round pick, which is right, but, like, we have to understand that he's a different type of 5th-round pick. He is a 5th-round pick who's going to get a chance to start at some point this season. I think we all will be shocked. And I understand your 5th-round pick, you want to keep going out there and keep getting better and keep moving up the depth chart. I'm sure he would love that. But I do agree with you guys. The idea that him not wanting to start at any point, I get where the big dog Chris Canty is coming from, but I don't agree with it. I think you want to get out there as soon as possible, play as well as you can as soon as possible, because I think for the Browns, their expectation right now is probably to use one of their 2 first-round picks or package those 2 next year to move up in the draft. You have to start changing their mind. I don't think that they are committed to any quarterback that's in that building right now. So the sooner you can get out there to change their mind, the better off you'll be.
To that point, and to D. Wood's question, what if Dylan Gabriel has a big game this weekend? I mean, does he start to become a consideration for them?
Yeah, possibly. And look, Dylan Gabriel was a really good college player, but when you look at it from a height and athletic standpoint, it's really bucking the odds. And look, he could play great, and hopefully he does for him. But realistically, Sheduer Sanders has dramatically more ability. He's built for the NFL. And look, Dylan Gabriel could be a developmental guy, and we'll see how he does, this weekend. But to me, going to Nick's point, the likelihood of a quarterback evolving from this year's draft would be Sheduer Sanders.
It feels like, based on the way this has gone with the injuries and everything in camp, that Joe Flacco is likely to open the season as the starter. It's a tough open to the season. I mean, they opened with the Bengals, they got the Ravens, they got the Packers. Like, it's a tough one. But at some point, you expect we'll see all these guys as they kind of work their way through the depth chart and figure out what it is that they actually have?
Yeah, no, listen, I think Nick touched upon it. Like, at some point, you're going to play one of these young guys, particularly, I think, a guy like Sheduer Sanders, because you have 2 first-round picks in 2026. Yeah. Like, you need to see if one of these 2 guys could be the guy, because I think those 2 first-round picks become even more valuable if you have the quarterback in the building.
Yeah, and to D. Wood's point, if I'm Andrew Berry, the GM of the Browns, I'm telling that to Dylan Gabriel and Sheduer Sanders. Like, here's the answers to the test.